benefit from this for...
I mean, the short wall, right? Like,
Yeah.
sword side sig going over the corner. The edge guards that we're seeing, like Pavelski on that, Val was also doing.
She also seems to have an easier time, like, pushing or, like, you know, killing horizontally. So, which, in this case, if you do push someone very far out and they have to use the option, it does set up for that neutral sig over the edge a lot easier on these small walls. So, definitely makes sense. Both these guys are going to benefit from the stage, obviously, because they're both playing the same character, but it all depends on who's going to utilize the stage and their character's kit better. As we get in the beginning of this first game right now, Simple with a slight lead, looking for a hard read of an air dodge in right there, though.
Trying to catch with those ground pounds, pivoting them because you got more like forward horizontal movement when you go for those ground pounds. But golly, building this wall of sword air swings.
Ooh. He managed to get out of there super quickly, but yeah, nice. I mean, very nice, you know, Simple, well, I guess slow gameplay right here from Simple. That's one of the things that I feel like, you know, we always talk about the EU and their intense neutral and stuff, but I do say I like the way that I kind of got that off of Simple. Like, I feel like watching him play the most, the whole reason even started, just to see how he kind of plays the game or how he looks at it. Not really the type to rush, you know, his stocks. Will methodically kind of break down his opponent. Unfortunately, though, sometimes that can come back to bite him, seeing as he did lose the first stock while having a pretty solid advantage somewhere in this first stock.
Yeah, he's fantastic at like taking the space that opponents will give him, but will struggle to finish off those stocks. That's what we're seeing right now, right? Godley's sitting in the red, is still managing to get hits onto Simple.
Godley right there actually kind of slowed it down himself. Maybe a little uncharacteristic for Simple to think about, seeing the immediately expecting him to jump in, throw out his own side air, and got punished yet again with the same, or his side light got punished with two side air. So, okay, doesn't manage to get that stock, though. Doesn't take too much damage either. You know, just starting to hit that orange. So not the worst situation to be put in at the middle section of this game, but hopefully can get something back onto the board, get himself some more momentum.
He is starting to find that momentum as Godley was struggling to find some gauntlet hits on the second stock. Oh, N6 thrown out. Simple with a nice punish.
Ooh, okay, Simple looking for the read right there, expecting that panic option from, or Godley looking for a read, expecting a panic option from Simple, who does not give it up. Again, nice resilience here from Simple. Also kind of playing well from the corner as well. Doesn't get a lot of space now.
Oh, he's starting to get it, but the N-Sig launches Simple as far as possible. Simple still surviving. Downlight side air will finish off that stock.
Was there a change of the angle of that? I feel like that sent a lot more horizontally than I remember. That looks a little steeper than a 45-degree. I mean, maybe it's just been a long time since I've seen some Val. But either way, she is, well, Godley is cooking right now. Again, maximum amount of neutral sigs all hitting.
This is like classic EU right now. Is like, oh, we got a Val on the screen. Let me throw a bunch of N-Sigs out. And it's going to work out as Godley takes game number 1 with a barrage of N-Sigs.
Yeah, that was insane. I mean, literally, I feel like all the damage at the end was pretty much N-Sigs right there. 532 to 338, which also means that his sig, like, you know, accuracy has got to be relatively high. It's got to be at least over 50%, because, I mean, he hit so many of these. And at the edge, too, very scary. He just left.
He was like, all right.
All right, bro, you got it, man. I can't get past this wall. So does the SWAT decide to swap over to the Asuri? See what he can do with that instead. Going to bring out the Katars, which I don't think is a bad choice by any means. Still playing a pretty close-range weapon. Still keeps the sword in hand. And I do think the sword did most of Simple's damage. So hopefully Simple's able to make something happen here with the swap of characters. But Godley, again, I mean, if you saw the lifetime, does have Simple's number with the 3-0 right now.
Yeah, he's definitely beaten out Simple in competitive many times, but at the same time, you know what? It's Autumn Championship. This could be that final opportunity for Simple to overcome Godley. As Gravity Cancel Sidelight, just taking some space away from Godley. Godley, though, more damage, not quite in KO percent. This is small Brawlhaven, so downlight recovery might do it.
Wait. Okay, Simple yet again with a good lead and manages to clean that one up. Doesn't overextend, just kind of waits for the opportunity to come to him, and he manages to find that well-placed downlight side air. Unfortunately, now well-placed one on him, and wow, at Godley going way out there, not even going to give you a chance to, you know, kind of mix up your recovery. He's like, the minute you use that first recovery, I'm there for the punish, and indeed does punish it. Now, Simple's got to watch out again. I mean, Godley is
oh, snap. He was chasing. You saw how high in the sky they were, but Simple got away from that one.
Yeah, Godley again back down to the ground. I mean, yeah, Simple, you know, live to see another day. I don't think he would have lost his stock by any means, but it's just the scariness of Godly getting one opening and turning that into a stock. Wow, at that. Easy stuff, or, you know, easy gameplay right here from Godly over Simple. Simple's got to come next to the table, something new, and it may not be these guitars or this Asuri. Yeah,
because Godly is just beating them out on all fronts. The offstage in particular really working out for Godly. Oh, okay. Was really hoping for the dash in from Godly there.
Okay. Gotta get back to the stage. Manages to find it yet again, but okay, Godly. One time, I mean, like, I think this is the real issue right here for Simple, is that, like, he literally can't hold stage positioning for too long. He's always getting pushed to the edge, and then when he is off the stage, I mean, Godly has just been capitalizing quite well with his edge guards.
Another edge guard opportunity. Godly. Patient here. Simple comes up, the N6 start.
Man. Will he hit another one? Okay, this time Simple actually striking, which might have been a little uncharacteristic. Godly probably expecting another dodge right there, but no, Simple actually going to strike out of disadvantage. But it may be too little too late. Oh, wait a minute.
Okay, getting some hits in. But the end light, not quite enough.
Okay, as he gets a chance to touch the stage, but this time should be enough, yeah. Godly kind of holding that space quite well with that down seg and then immediately jumping back in there. With the neutral light. A down seg, man, for Val specifically, even that jump back to jump into a lot of safety while also kind of threatening that area. Man, just a solid game yet again from Godly. 513 to 393. Wow.
It's crazy because, like, two of those clips, right, were like sword KOs. One of them, well, the first one was an unarmed, but it started off with a sword setup. But his damage was predominantly put out from the gauntlets. So he's just getting that damage with the gauntlets and then switching over the sword to finish stocks.
Yeah. So I don't know the full damage numbers for most things here. I know that, like, I know what good damage when I see it, but as far as damage per engagement, is 35 like, is that like a lot?
I think so. I think like 30 is like average, so going above that's good, and going under that is like struggling.
Okay, makes sense. But yeah, no, Godly sitting at a nice 35, meaning he's getting quite a bit of good hits here. Looking for the down sig on the sword, probably expecting Simple to come up a little faster, but at the same time, Godly can kind of just throw out some things. I think he can, you know, kind of finesse and see what else he can come up with in this matchup, seeing that, again, does seem to have Simple's number. Simple has been struggling to figure out what to do here. He's back onto the Val, but he's already down 2-0.
That Asuri did not do much in the last one, and so far, Val's looking a lot better. The down sig connects, not enough to KO, though.
So yeah, definitely, you know, I feel like the thing is Simple does seem to have good starts. It is just, you know, how to closing that stock and then kind of expounding on that closed stock on his second and third. Like, he always seems to do well on the first stock against Godly. Godly gets a crazy play, and it just feels like the momentum after that just shifts directly into Godly's favor. But we're still looking for some of these crazy plays. Simple, though. Okay. Wow. Okay, good run right there, actually, from Simple. Got quite a bit of damage. Now he's baiting out these neutral sigs.
Yeah, that's a fantastic string from Simple. And the weapon toss, keeping him alive. Stuttered Godly for a little bit. The side air will finish it off, but like you said, Simple's been really good at that initial stock, and this time he actually kind of built himself a lead.
Yeah, see what if he can actually hold it this time around. No weapon in hand. Does manage to pick one up. Well, he takes a little damage for it, but still probably a worthwhile trade. Does have a weapon in hand now. Oh! Oh my! All right, he managed to touch the wall. Godly going for another ground pound. You know what? I would have done the same thing. Now they're fighting off the side. Godly going to go ahead and retreat back to safety, grab himself a sword. He's back in the mix.
Yeah, Simple thinking he's lucky stars that he was so little damaged. He was able to fight back. Avoids that side air from Godly, and potential here. He's got the corner.
Godly. Okay, now immediately swapping that over. That's one. Oh, okay. Again, Simple starting to. Oh my God. The J. Oh, good stuff to Simple. Now getting himself a solid lead in the later half of this match. But I will say he's definitely striking a lot more, which I think is kind of throwing off the pace of what Godly thinks he's going to be doing. You know, Simple normally a super defensive player, kind of doesn't take those chances. We've been taking a couple more chances here this time around in this third game. Still, though, very close game. Godly not allowing that lead to expand too much on him.
Yeah, he's made this one a little bit closer. Still a little bit in favor of Simple, and Simple with that spacing backs up, punishes Godly for the approach.
Oh, okay. Godly looking for it all right there, but already got, I guess, too much damage on the Simple or hit him too low. Wasn't able to get that down there after.
Red light recovery, opportunity for Simple to get a stock. And
Oh.
Sig and Simple's on the board.
Simple said, I stole that one from your book. Because he has been definitely getting a reverse insig quite a bit. Now Simple actually going to do it himself. And it does work out. Simple, though, this time around, looks like he's putting up the godly numbers. 550 with 395 taken. Very solid game right there from Simple. Good turnaround, good adjustments. Hopefully. Yeah, that was definitely a top-worthy weapon toss.
He's like, yep, that happened. The slow-mo weapon toss from the other side of the map to KO. But that one was looking a lot better for Simple, of course, because he ended up closing out. But look at the general difference between the stocks. Like, they were pretty much even, just slightly delayed in timing. Like, the amount of damage it took to KO was relatively even.
I have to say, too, man, he went off of the sword and went more into the gauntlets, and that seemed to be very successful for him because, I mean, within – obviously, he wanted to keep the sword when he swapped over to the Asuri, and in the first game that he had, the gauntlets really didn't do that much damage, but it seems like he's kind of found his stride here on his gauntlets. I mean, a very large stride. He's taking big steps here to get into this Game 5. Already a solid, solid lead here over Godly, but can he close the stock out before he takes too much damage?
He's practicing his long jump with those strides. Like, he is getting distance on each step. But
oh, yeah.
Godly, over the sword now, he's got control. He's got the stage, he's got the ground pound, and he's got the first stock.
Man, that is, I mean, that's really where Godly strikes. Where Simple will kind of whittle these stocks down. Godly can definitely find one opening and, like, just turn that into a stock at yellow, at orange. Okay.
Oh, punishes the wake up. That's a burned air dodge.
Oh.
Still getting back. Oh, the dare. And Simple can't touch. That's 2 stocks gone from Simple.
What an edge guard right there. I mean, just read on read right there. Every page, he's like, what just happened to me?
He alt-tabbed. That's how he clicked back in the game. I was like, wait, I got another stock. I got to finish this.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was not expecting Godly to get all of that off of one straight hit near the edge. But again, his edge, if you heat map this spot, his edge guarding has been insane in comparison to his on-stage play. Not to say his on-stage play hasn't been good, because I think Simple, that's where he shines the most, because he hasn't really been edge guarding. But Godly is good at forcing Simple off the stage, or at least to the edge, to set things up like that. Hold on.
Okay, the Sair. Man, the damage is still adding up. Trades are not in favor of Simple.
Oh. Hey, little Bob and Weave action does indeed get that neutral light, but Godly trying to finish this off in 3-stock fashion, and he might do it. Oh, there it is, the double recovery, and Godly absolutely running away with this set. So there will be no Game 5. We're going to go ahead and close it out right here, right now.
That's that dominance that Godly is known for, the edge guard potential. He 3-stocked Simple in game number 4.
He 3-stocked him with 53 damage per. Well, honestly,
that's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, with the way that things were happening here, I mean, definitely.
Godly played it really simple, really well. Well, a lot of edge guards, the castles already let you know all that off-stage action. I'm going to break it down for you and explain to you how it happened in Godly's point of view, what went down, and how read-focused this off-stage play really is. I'm going to start off on the first clip, and you can already kind of see where it's that kind of, okay, it's not just full-on punishes. It's not just that momentum-based drive forward. It's kind of that focus on read gameplay. It's that heavy focus on what are you going to do next and how am I going to punish that? And this clip right here shows that to its full extent. Going off of this, he does take a hit there, but then he gets 3 back, and it's this dodge in. It's this hard read, this hard commit, and you can already see he has it set up on that down light. He's going, all right, you have these options available to you. You have one to jump left, you have one dodge left. Simple goes for the straightforward approach. He goes for the dodge through, tries to get to the wall touch. Godly has a lot of options for himself. He can go for the ground pound. He can go for a cover on this side. But he chooses to go straight forward and cover that dodge through he sees coming. And it feels like a lot of these edge guards are in this kind of scenario where it's like, okay, Godly knows something we don't. He knows that Simple wants to dodge in this direction. He knows that he wants to get off here, where it's the same thing here. He goes for that one side light. The dodge comes through, and he goes, okay, Simple, you can now go downward. You can go forward. Which way are you going to go? I'm going to predict right. I'm going to guess that you're going to go upwards, and I know you are. So I'm going to get that side air, and then it's stuff like this. It's this perfect punctuation. It's that period at the end of it where it's like, okay, you just touched the wall. You can stay on the wall, sure. But I, for some reason, know you're going to go off. I know you're going to push off that push-off column, and I'm going to punish it perfectly. You're going to lose that stock, and I'm going to continue on playing with that extensive lead I've built for myself. Same thing, Godly off stage, he is not to be messed around with. You can see that punish there on the dodge. Lack of dodge means lack of stock if you're Godly. And all of a sudden, Simple doesn't have much to work with there. Just incredible read game, focused on punishes and making sure that stock completely disappears when he gets the chance. And yeah, Godly looking like it's going to be another one for him this weekend if he keeps it up. So back to the casters.
Godly is looking so incredibly good. He's sitting in the winners final, a guaranteed top 3 finish now at this point. But we got to find out who he's going to be playing against. Is it going to be Akno or is it going to be Machete?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, both of these players I am super huge fans of. Man, Akno's been around. I know the Akno Blaze era.